Top 7 Best Dolby Atmos Wireless Home Theaters 2025. Now here's the question. Why do some home theaters feel flat and lifeless, while others literally make your hair stand on end during a thunderstorm scene? The difference isn't just branding. It's in the hardware, the design, and the secret features manufacturers rarely tell you about. In this countdown, I'm not just giving you a list. I'll reveal which systems truly deserve your living room, which ones cut corners, and which setup is hiding a jaw-dropping feature that even shocks seasoned audio pros. And trust me, number 1 will flip your expectations of wireless Atmos upside down. So buckle in, because we're kicking this off with a system that shocked everyone when it first dropped, a brand that took a bold swing at blending affordability with high-end Dolby Atmos design. Number 7, Vizio Elevate 2025 Edition. Let's start the countdown with a name that's been quietly dominating the value segment of home audio for years, Vizio. Their Elevate series has always been the wild card in the Atmos race. Clever rotating speakers, sleek modular builds, and sound performance that punches way above its price tag. And in 2025, the Vizio Elevate 2025 Edition is not just a soundbar. It's a full wireless Dolby Atmos home theater system built for real-world living rooms. 1. Design and build quality, the showpiece element. At first glance, the Elevate 2025 looks deceptively minimalist. A slim matte black bar, a beefy subwoofer, and 2 wireless satellites. But the magic is in the rotating speaker drivers at the edge of the soundbar. Vizio pioneered this design years ago, and in this 2025 edition, the mechanism is faster, quieter, and smarter than ever. When you're watching regular TV, those edge speakers fire forward for a wide stereo spread. But the moment Dolby Atmos, or DTS, X kicks in, they rotate upward, instantly expanding the vertical sound bubble. Imagine rain literally sounding like it's coming from the ceiling, without cutting holes in your drywall. The subwoofer is no afterthought either. At over 10 inches, the wireless unit is tuned for deep cinematic rumbles without distortion. It doesn't just thud, it layers bass tones, so you feel explosions but also hear the subtle weight in orchestral scores. Vizio also cleaned up the build with magnetically attached grills, hidden controls, and a low-profile design that doesn't block your TV. And because it's modular, you can expand or reconfigure it as your space demands. 2. Performance and sound quality, the Atmos magic. Now let's talk about why this system deserves to open our top 7. The Vizio Elevate 2025 delivers a true 5.1.4 channel Atmos experience. That means 5 dedicated ear-level channels, 1 subwoofer channel, and 4 height channels created through those rotatable drivers, plus the wireless satellites. Here's the kicker. The Elevate isn't just pushing sound, it's creating movement. Watch Top Gun, Maverick, and you'll hear jets rip past your ear as they climb into the sky. Fire up Dune, and the sandworm roar doesn't just shake the couch, it surrounds you in a sphere of sound. Dialogue clarity is another area where Vizio leveled up. Many mid-range systems struggle to keep voices clean when bass and effects are going wild. But with the Elevate 2025, the dedicated center channel isolates dialogue and balances it with the chaos around it. Whether it's whispers in A Quiet Place or rapid-fire exchanges in Oppenheimer, every word cuts through crystal clear. 3. Features and smart tech. Future-proof at affordable price. For 2025, Vizio leaned heavily into wireless connectivity and smart features. You get Wi-Fi, Chromecast, AirPlay 2, Spotify Connect, and direct integration with Google Home and Alexa. That means whether you're streaming from Netflix, gaming on PS5, or just blasting Spotify playlists, it's seamless. The system also supports HDMI eARC, ensuring lossless Atmos from Blu-ray players and next-gen consoles. And yes, gamers, Vizio didn't forget you. The Elevate 2025 supports low-latency game mode, minimizing lag, so surround cues in competitive shooters hit exactly when they should. Perhaps the most underrated feature? Auto room calibration. Just like higher-end competitors, Vizio now includes intelligent sound adjustment based on your room size and layout. The system listens to your walls and furniture reflections, then adjusts channel balance for maximum immersion. For under a premium price tag, that's insane value. 4. User experience, everyday cinematic living. One of the biggest challenges with home theaters is setup. And here's where Vizio nailed it for everyday users. The Elevate 2025 comes with color-coded connections, a guided app setup, and wireless rears that auto-pair instantly. In under 20 minutes, you can go from unboxing to watching Avatar 2 in full Atmos. And then there's the convenience factor. The detachable surround speakers, which charge when docked onto the main bar, mean you can literally pick them up and place them anywhere when you want. No wires, no limitations. Movie night in the living room? Done. Gaming marathon in your bedroom? Just move the surrounds and you're good. The included remote is redesigned with a small OLED display, so you're not guessing volume levels or input sources anymore. And the Vizio app lets you tweak levels, EQ, and even rotate speaker settings with a tap. 5. Who is it for? The Elevate 2025 isn't trying to compete with $5,000 systems, and that's exactly why it's so brilliant. It's for apartment dwellers or small to medium homes who want Atmos immersion without wires. Movie lovers on a budget who don't want to sacrifice high channels. Gamers who want an all-in-one solution for cinematic, lag-free surround sound. Families who want plug-and-play setup with app control, not a mess of wires and calibration microphones. If you're someone who wants true Atmos magic but doesn't want to spend Nakamichi Dragon money, this is hands down the best entry point in 2025. 6. Verdict: why it deserves number 7. The Vizio Elevate 2025 edition earns the opening spot because it proves that affordable Atmos doesn't have to mean fake Atmos. The rotating drivers, wireless satellites, and upgraded processing deliver an experience that rivals systems twice its price. Is it the absolute king of wireless Atmos? No, but as an introduction to the category, it's unbeatable value. It's stylish, it's functional, and most importantly, it delivers jaw-dropping immersion without demanding you be an audio engineer. And here's the crazy part. That was just number 7. Already, you've seen wireless Atmos in action with a rotating speaker design that rewrites the rules of affordable home theater. But trust me, the next system takes things up several notches, introducing a whole new level of precision and power. Before we dive into that beast, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment. Would you take the Elevate 2025 for your setup, or are you holding out for the heavyweights? Because up next, the wireless power really starts to flex. Number 6. JBL Bar 1000 Pro 2 Malawian Kwaches. Hype lead-in before the body. Alright, if you thought the Vizio Elevate was impressive for the price, buckle up, because now we're stepping into serious heavyweight territory. The kind of system that doesn't just play sound, but throws you straight into the movie. And that's exactly what JBL's Bar 1000 Pro 2 Malawian Kwaches is built to do. Design and build a powerhouse with style. The first thing you notice about the JBL Bar 1000 Pro 2 Malawian Kwaches is how clean it looks. JBL has always had a way of balancing professional audio muscle with living room-friendly design, and this model nails it. The main soundbar stretches wide enough to match today's 65 and 75-inch TVs, but it isn't bulky. Instead, it carries a sleek matte finish with subtle contours that make it feel premium without being flashy. But here's the feature that truly sets it apart: detachable wireless surround speakers. Pop the ends off the bar, place them behind you, and suddenly you've got instant 7.1.4 Dolby Atmos without needing to run a single wire across the room. When you're done, just dock them back into the soundbar and they recharge automatically. It's such a clever design, and one that proves JBL gets how real people actually use their gear. The wireless subwoofer is another highlight. A massive 10-inch driver tucked inside a tune cabinet. It's built for thunderous low-end punch. Not just rumble for explosions, but real depth. Bass guitars, kick drums, and deep sci-fi soundscapes carry a richness you rarely hear outside of cinema halls. And because it's wireless, you've got total flexibility. Place it up front, tuck it in a corner, or slide it behind your couch. The system automatically balances output to match your setup. performance, the Dolby Atmos experience dialed up. Now let's talk performance, because this is where the JBL Bar 1000 Pro 2 Malawian Kwaches stops being a soundbar and starts feeling like a wireless home theater system. We're looking at a 7.1.4 channel configuration with true up-firing drivers. That means real overhead sound, not simulated, not virtual. Play a movie mixed in Dolby Atmos or DTS-X, and you'll hear helicopters fly above your head, not just pan left and right. JBL's tuning is all about balance with punch. The mid-range is warm but precise, perfect for dialogue-heavy films. Explosions and effects come through with visceral force thanks to the dual up-firing and rear channels, but vocals always cut through clearly. You'll never find yourself reaching for subtitles because of muddy voices. And let's not forget about music. Switch this system from movie night to Spotify or Tidal, and it still shines. The soundstage widens, bass drops hard but controlled, and the detachable rears create a depth that stereo-only soundbars simply can't replicate. It's a system equally at home with Hans Zimmer's orchestral scores and Drake's latest album. Technology, what makes it future-proof? JBL knows that buying a home theater is an investment, and the Bar 1000 Pro 2 Malawian Kwaches is packed with tech to keep it relevant for years. At its heart is full support for HDMI Arc with pass-through for 4K per 120Hz and 8K video. That's critical if you're pairing it with a PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, or a next-gen streaming device. No lag, no compression, just clean, uncompressed Dolby Atmos straight from your source. Connectivity is stacked. Wi-Fi, Chromecast, AirPlay 2, Spotify Connect, and Bluetooth multipoint. In other words, it's as much a wireless speaker system as it is a theater. Streaming high-res music? Covered. Quick pairing from your phone? Instant. Multi-room audio if you got other JBL or Google Home speakers? Easy. And here's something gamers will love: low latency mode. Too many Atmos systems still struggle with audio lag, but the Bar 1000 Pro 2 Malawian Kwaches syncs perfectly with fast-paced gaming action. When a grenade goes off in Call of Duty, you feel it in sync with the visuals. No disconnect, no delay. User experience designed for real homes. This is where JBL's system shines brightest. Because while audiophile brands often require hours of calibration and tinkering, the Bar 1000 Pro 2 Malawian Kwaches is designed for regular users who just want incredible sound without frustration. Setup takes minutes. Plug in a soundbar and sub, detach the surrounds, and place them wherever you like, and the system does the rest. JBL's auto calibration system uses built-in microphones to measure your room's acoustics, adjusting output so that no matter your layout, square, rectangular, even awkward open-plan living spaces, the sound is balanced and immersive. The detachable rears are genius. They run for about 10 hours on a single charge, meaning you can leave them docked most of the week and pull them out for movie nights or gaming sessions. And because they're completely wireless, no power cables, no speaker wires, you've got total freedom on placement. Even the remote has been redesigned with clarity in mind. No confusing rows of identical buttons. Just clean controls with a small display that tells you exactly what mode you're in, what input you're using, and what adjustments you've made. And if you prefer, the JBL app lets you control EQ, levels, and firmware updates straight from your phone. Everyday use. Why it wins over households. Here's what makes the JBL Bar 1000 Pro 2 Malawian Kwaches such a winner in real-world homes. It bridges the gap between audiophile performance and family-friendly design. Movie nights feel like premium cinema experiences without dragging everyone to a theater. Music playback fills the entire house with clean, balanced sound. Gaming becomes fully cinematic, with spatial effects that give you a competitive edge. And when the movie's over, you dock the surrounds back into the bar, and your living room looks clean and minimalist again. For households that hate clutter but love immersion, this system is a dream. Who should buy it? The JBL Bar 1000 Pro 2 Malawian Kwaches is built for families or couples who want high-end cinematic sound without drilling walls or running wires. Gamers and streamers who demand low-latency Atmos for immersive play. Music lovers who want more than just movie-only sound. Future-proof buyers who want HDMI 2.1, wireless streaming, and expandable features that will last. It's not for the absolute budget crowd, but if you want a premium wireless system under flagship pricing, it's a monster. Verdict: why it deserves number 6. So why is the JBL Bar 1000 Pro 2 Malawian Kwaches sitting at number 6 on this list? Because it strikes an almost perfect balance between true Atmos performance and wireless convenience. The detachable surround design is still one of the smartest solutions in home theater. The sound is bold and cinematic, and the tech is modern enough to last years. It may not be as extreme as some of the monsters coming later in this countdown, but for most households, this is the sweet spot. A system that can flex for movie nights, dominate gaming sessions, and keep music lovers happy, all in one package that doesn't overwhelm your space. And here's the crazy part. This is only number 6. Already we've seen wireless Atmos evolve into something flexible, powerful, and genuinely cinematic. But what comes next? Let's just say the next system doesn't just sound bigger, it feels bigger. Before we jump to number 5, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know in the comments. Would you pick JBL's modular surround system, or do you want to see what happens when the competition doubles down on sheer power? Number 5. Sony HT-A9 with SW5 subwoofer. Hype lead-in before the body. Now, if JBL's detachable surround system showed us how clever design can transform the home theater experience, the Sony HT-A9 takes us into completely different territory. This isn't a soundbar. It's not even a traditional home theater in a box. What Sony has built here is something between a wireless, modular Atmos system that feels almost magical once you set it up, and when you pair it with a mighty SW5 subwoofer. The result is a soundscape so alive, so three-dimensional, that you'd swear your living room walls melted away. Design and build, minimalist but mind-blowing. Let's start with the look, because Sony's approach here is unlike anything else. The HT-A9 doesn't come as one long bar. Instead, you get 4 identical wireless speaker units, plus a compact control hub. Each speaker is finished in soft gray with rounded edges, almost blending into the background. No flashy grills, no intimidating size, no big black box dominating your living space. It's minimalist by design, and that's part of its brilliance. The speakers are small enough to disappear into corners, bookshelves, or stands, yet powerful enough to fill an entire space with cinematic sound. The control hub is a small, sleek box that handles HDMI eARC, inputs, and processing. All your devices plug into it, and from there the magic happens wirelessly. Now add the SW5 subwoofer into the mix. A towering yet elegant cabinet housing a 7-inch driver with passive radiators. The SW5 is a bass beast. It doesn't just rumble. It delivers clean, articulate, low frequencies that you feel in your chest without drowning everything else. Place it anywhere in the room, and it seamlessly integrates with the HT-A9 system. No wires, no hassle, just pure low-end muscle. Performance, sound that breaks the rules. This is where the Sony HT-A9 system defies expectations. Most soundbars, even the expensive ones, still sound like soundbars. They widen the stage, they project upward, but you can usually tell where the sound is coming from. With the HT-A9, that illusion disappears. Sony calls it 360 spatial sound mapping. Here's how it works. Using advanced microphones and processing, the system analyzes the position of each speaker in your room. Then it creates a phantom grid of up to 12 virtual speakers that bounce sound off your walls and ceiling. What you end up hearing isn't just left, right, center, and overhead. It's a complete dome of audio that follows you wherever you sit. Watch an action film, and you'll swear bullets are whizzing past your ears. Helicopters don't just pan overhead. They circle with eerie realism. Raindrops in an Atmos mix don't sound like they're coming from your ceiling. They sound like they're falling in your living room. And then there's the SW5. Explosions hit with bone-shaking weight, but it never feels bloated. It's the difference between hearing a bass drop and feeling it in your bones. This isn't background rumble, it's cinematic bass precision. What's wild is how adaptive the system is. Place the speakers unevenly or scatter them around a non-rectangular room, and the HT-A9 recalibrates to make it feel like you're in a perfectly balanced theater. It's forgiving in a way most traditional systems aren't. Music performance beyond movies. Most people think Atmos systems are for movies only, but this is where the Sony HT-A9 surprises again. Switch to music, and suddenly it's not just surround sound, it's immersive sound. Play a live concert in Dolby Atmos, and you're transported into the venue. Audience cheers behind you, instruments layered across the front, subtle reverbs floating above. It's spine-tingling. Even regular stereo music benefits. Sony's processors upscale tracks into spatial sound, creating a wider, taller stage without warping the original mix. Vocals stay centered, guitars float naturally, and the SW5 sub locks the low end with club-like authority. For music lovers, it's a system that doesn't force you to choose between hi-fi clarity and cinematic immersion. Technology, Sony's secret weapons. Under the hood, the HT-A9 is packed with tech that makes this magic possible. At its core is Sony's 360 spatial sound mapping engine. Using a blend of psychoacoustics, advanced DSP, and room calibration, it generates those phantom speakers we mentioned earlier. The effect is so convincing that you can close your eyes and pinpoint objects in space with uncanny accuracy. It fully supports Dolby Atmos, DTS, X, IMAX Enhanced, and high-res audio playback. Whether you're streaming Atmos from Netflix, spinning a 4K Blu-ray, or playing FLAC files from your library, it's all covered. Gaming? With HDMI 2.1 pass-through, the HT-A9 handles 4K per 120 Hz and VRR with no added lag. Pair it with a PlayStation 5. No surprise, Sony made sure the two work seamlessly together, and you get spatial audio that heightens immersion without compromising performance. Wireless streaming is smooth too. The system supports Chromecast, AirPlay 2, Spotify Connect, and Bluetooth. So no matter how you want to play your music, it's ready. And because the hub manages everything, the wireless link between hub and speaker stays rock solid. Ease of use, setup made simple. Now let's talk about why households love this system. It's not just performance, it's how easy it is to live with. Setup is shockingly simple. You place the 4 speakers roughly where you want them: front left, front right, rear left, rear right. They don't even need to be perfectly aligned. Then the hub runs a quick calibration test, mapping your room and adjusting output so the sound field feels perfectly symmetrical. No messy wires, no speaker terminals, no complicated AV receiver settings. Just plug them in, run calibration, and you're done. Want to move the speakers later? No problem. The system recalibrates automatically. Have an open-plan living room where a traditional surround system would be impossible? The HT-A9 thrives in those environments, bending sound to your space instead of forcing you to fit the system. Everyday use, why it works in real homes. The genius of the HT-A9 is how flexible it is. Movie nights feel like you're sitting inside a Dolby Atmos theater. Sports broadcasts carry stadium-like energy with crowd roars surrounding you. Video games turn into immersive playgrounds, where every sound cue feels placed with surgical precision. And then, when you're done, the speakers fade into the background. Unlike giant tower speakers or bulky receivers, these are unobtrusive. Your living room doesn't have to look like a home theater showroom. It can look like a normal, stylish home, with the secret weapon of Atmos magic waiting for when you want it. Who should buy it? This system is for anyone who wants the immersive Atmos dome effect without building a dedicated theater. Lives in an apartment or open-plan space where wires and traditional 7.1 setups aren't practical. Values a balance of cinema-grade immersion and hi-fi music performance. Want a system that's dead simple to set up but doesn't compromise on cutting-edge tech. It's not the cheapest option, but it's one of the most transformative. For people who've only ever used soundbars, stepping up to the HT-A9 HT-A9 feels like upgrading from a bicycle to a sports car. Verdict: why it lands at number 5. The Sony HT-A9 with the SW5 subwoofer isn't just another wireless system. It's a paradigm shift, a rethinking of what home theater can be when you remove wires, simplify setup, and let software do the heavy lifting. The sound it produces is astonishing, wide, tall, and genuinely three-dimensional in ways that make even high-end soundbars feel flat. It's flexible, it's powerful, and it adapts to rooms that traditional systems can't handle. That's why it earns its place at number 5. Not because it's just another system, but because it redefines the category. It's proof that you don't need to sacrifice immersion for simplicity. You can have both. So that's number 5, a system that bends sound to your will, fills your space with cinematic immersion, and proves Sony still knows how to innovate in home entertainment. But remember, we're only halfway up this mountain. The next picks climb even higher, with systems that aren't just redefining wireless home theater. They're rewriting what best even means in 2025. Stay locked in, because number 4 is where the competition starts flexing its biggest muscles. Number 4. Sonos Arc Ultra with sub-Gen 4 Plus era 300 surround speakers. Hype lead-in before the body. We just seen how Sony bends sound to fit your room with near magical precision. But what if you want something that feels as smooth as it is powerful? Something that combines design, performance, and smart features in a way that almost no other brand dares to attempt? That's where Sonos steps in. And with the Sonos Arc Ultra bundle, paired with the sub-Gen 4 and twin era 300 surround speakers, you're not just buying a home theater system. You're stepping into an ecosystem built for the future. A system that is sleek, stylish, intelligent, and capable of delivering Atmos performance, so rich it makes your living room sound like a world-class studio. Design, the art of minimalism meets muscle. Sonos has always been known for its design, and the Arc Ultra bundle is a perfect example. The Arc itself is a curved, 45-inch soundbar finished in matte black or matte white, with subtle perforations across the front. It doesn't scream tech gadget. Instead, it blends into any space, modern, minimalist, or traditional. The Sub-Gen 4 is a striking statement piece. A slim, rectangular design with a cutout center. It looks more like modern art than a subwoofer. But beneath the design lies dual force-canceling drivers that deliver tight, thunderous bass without a hint of distortion. No rattle, no boominess, just clean, controlled low-end energy. Then there are the Era 300 speakers, Sonos' most ambitious surrounds to date. Unlike traditional rear speakers, each Era 300 is shaped like a futuristic capsule, housing 6 drivers positioned in different directions to project sound not only forward but upward and sideways. The result? A surround setup that fully unlocks Dolby Atmos spatial effects. Put these together and you get a system that's as elegant as it is powerful. No bulky receivers, no intimidating boxes, just clean lines and premium finishes that make your living space look better, not cluttered. Performance. Atmos at its purest. Now let's talk performance, because the Sonos Arc Ultra bundle doesn't play games when it comes to delivering Atmos. The Arc soundbar alone already carries 11 high-performance drivers, including 2 upward-firing speakers that bounce sound off your ceiling to create vertical height. This means Atmos effects don't just come from above. They feel like they're happening in actual space. Helicopters, thunder, and rain showers are placed with pinpoint accuracy. Add the Era 300 speakers, and suddenly your room transforms into a dome of sound. These aren't basic rears. Each Era 300 has side-firing and up-firing drivers that flood your space with audio, creating a seamless sphere of immersion. Explosions roll from front to back. Dialogue stays laser-focused in the center. And ambient effects, like a city street buzzing with life, surround you from every direction. Finally, the Sub-Gen 4 ties everything together with bass that's deep, powerful, but never muddy. Explosions feel cinematic, music gains chest-thumping weight, and even quiet scenes carry a sense of presence thanks to the sub's ability to dig into frequencies you don't just hear. you feel. The synergy here is breathtaking. With all three components in play, the system produces true 7.1.4 Dolby Atmos performance that rivals and often surpasses traditional wired setups. Technology, smart, seamless, and ahead of its time. What really separates Sonos from competitors is the ecosystem and intelligence baked into the system. First, there's true play tuning. Using your smartphone's mic, the system calibrates itself to your room's acoustics, adjusting EQ and timing so the sound is optimized no matter where you place the speakers. High ceilings? Open layouts? Odd furniture arrangements? Sonos adapts instantly. Then there's voice and ecosystem control. The Arc Ultra supports Sonos Voice Control, Alexa, and Google Assistant, meaning you can operate your system completely hands-free. Add in support for AirPlay 2, Spotify Connect, and Wi-Fi streaming, and you got a system that works seamlessly with whatever platform you use. For the audiophiles, Sonos has stepped up its high-res game. The Arc Ultra now supports Dolby True HD, DTS, X, and lossless music streaming via compatible services. Combined with the Era 300 support for Apple Music and Amazon Music Dolby Atmos tracks, you don't just get cinematic sound, you get a hi-fi music system that rivals dedicated stereo rigs. And unlike some wireless systems, the Sonos architecture is rock solid. Multi-room syncing, app control, and firmware updates ensure your system only gets better with time. Music performance. The concert comes home. While most people buy the Sonos Arc Ultra for movies, the real surprise is how jaw-dropping it is with music. Play a Dolby Atmos track on Apple Music through the Era 300s, and suddenly you're not listening to a song. You're inside it. Vocals hover in front of you. Instruments float around the room. Backing harmonies and subtle effects sit above your head. It's a listening experience so immersive that you can close your eyes and imagine standing in the studio with the artist. Even stereo tracks benefit from Sonos's processing. The Arc widens the soundstage, while the Sub-Gen 4 locks in bass lines with surgical precision. Jazz feels airy and intimate, electronic music feels massive, and rock concerts sound like you're in the front row. The system isn't just for movie buffs. It's for anyone who takes music seriously and wants a home setup that can double as a professional-grade listening room. Everyday use, living with Sonos. Here's the beauty of the Sonos Arc Ultra system. It doesn't feel like a complicated home theater. It feels like part of your life. The setup process is one of the easiest in the industry. Plug everything in, open the Sonos app, follow a few prompts, and you're ready to go. TruePlay does the heavy lifting for room tuning, and firmware updates roll out automatically. Want to expand later? No problem. Add more Sonos speakers throughout your home, and they all sync in perfect harmony. Watch a movie in the living room, have music playing in the kitchen, or blast a party playlist across the entire house. All controlled from one app. It's this flexibility and polish that makes Sonos addictive. Once you own one Sonos product, it's hard not to want to expand into a full ecosystem. Who should buy it? The Sonos Arc Ultra with Sub-Gen 4 and Era 300s is perfect for movie lovers who want Atmos immersion without clutter, music enthusiasts who want Dolby Atmos music at its best, families who need an easy, app-driven system that just works, design-conscious buyers who don't want their living room overtaken by bulky gear. It's not the cheapest bundle, but it's one of the most balanced, blending cinema power, music clarity, and lifestyle simplicity in a way few others can. Verdict: why it's number 4. The Sonos Arc Ultra with Sub-Gen 4 and Era 300s is more than a sound system. It's a gateway into the future of home audio. The performance is world-class, the design is timeless, and the usability is unmatched. You get Atmos immersion, hi-fi music, and smart features all in one package that looks as good as it sounds. It doesn't aim to compete with sprawling, wired theater rigs. Instead, it carves its own category, premium wireless cinematic audio for real homes. That's why it lands at number 4, a perfect balance of performance, lifestyle, and future-ready tech. And here's the kicker, we're still not even in the top 3. If Sonos can deliver this level of immersion at number 4, just imagine what the next contenders bring to the table. Stay tuned, because the top 3 aren't just home theater systems. They're game changers that push the very limits of what wireless Atmos can achieve. Number 3. Samsung HW-Q990D Wireless Monster 2025 Edition. Hype lead-in before the body. We've seen Sonos deliver elegance and Atmos precision with its futuristic ecosystem. But now it's time for raw power, because sitting at number 3 is a system so massive, so unapologetically bold, that it feels less like a home theater and more like a private cinema hall installed in your living room. This is the Samsung HW-Q990D, and if you're chasing bone-rattling bass, room-filling immersion, and blockbuster Atmos performance without touching a single wire, this wireless beast is the one you've been waiting for. Designed sleek but built for business. At first glance, the Q990D doesn't look like a monster, and that's the point. The soundbar itself is slim, rectangular, and finished in Samsung's signature graphite matte. But inside, it's carrying one of the most advanced driver arrays ever built into a soundbar system. The wireless rears are compact yet powerful, each housing up-firing, side-firing, and forward-firing drivers, effectively creating mini theaters in themselves. Pair them with the enormous subwoofer, finished in a minimalist cube design with an 8-inch high excursion driver, and you've got a setup that balances elegance with undeniable force. It's the kind of design that doesn't dominate your space visually, but the moment you hit play, it dominates everything else. Performance. 1.4 channels of Atmos glory. The Samsung HW-Q990D isn't just another wireless bar. It's a true 11.1.4 channel system, meaning you're getting 11 discrete speaker channels, 1 subwoofer, and 4 dedicated height channels. The result? Absolute immersion. Overhead, helicopters fly with perfect vertical accuracy. Rain showers scatter across your ceiling like they're actually happening above you. Dialogue locks firmly to the center channel, even during chaotic action sequences. This is the kind of separation and clarity that most wireless bars can't touch. And because Samsung has invested heavily in driver count and placement, the Q990D pushes out cinema-grade sound dispersion that covers every inch of your room. Q Symphony TV Plus soundbar in perfect sync. Here's where Samsung really flexes its ecosystem advantage. Pair the Q990D with a Samsung TV, and you unlock Q Symphony, a feature that allows the TV speakers and the soundbar to work together instead of shutting one off. The result is bigger, wider, more precise sound. Dialogue feels locked to the screen, overhead effects gain height, and the entire room fills with a sense of cohesion that's hard to describe until you've heard it. And because it's a Samsung product, this happens seamlessly. No tweaking, no manual setup, just instant synergy. Adaptive Sound Plus and Gaming Mode Pro. Beyond pure cinematic immersion, the Q990D has brains. Its Adaptive Sound Plus processor analyzes every scene in real time and optimizes it on the fly. Quiet conversations in a noisy movie, boosted clarity, action sequences, expanded dynamic range. Even standard TV shows get upscaled into a room-filling experience. Gamers, meanwhile, get Game Mode Pro, which reduces latency, widens positional accuracy, and gives you an edge in competitive titles. Explosions don't just sound big, they come from the right place. Footsteps, gunfire, ambient effects, all placed in precise 3D space, giving you both immersion and tactical advantage. Wireless power, clean, simple monster output. Here's the kicker. Despite its incredible output, the Q990D is still a wireless system. The rear speakers and subwoofer connect without cables running across your living room, and setup is nearly effortless. And make no mistake, this system packs brute force. With over 500 watts of power pumping through 22 speakers, you're not just watching movies. You're feeling them. Explosions shake your chest. Music fills every corner of the house. Even at low volumes, The Q990D maintains body and richness that lesser bars lose. Music performance. More than just movies. Don't think this is just a movie monster. With support for high-res audio, Dolby Atmos music, and seamless streaming via Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, and AirPlay 2, the Q990D doubles as a music system that can take on traditional hi-fi setups. Pop and EDM tracks hit with club-level bass. Jazz and classical pieces spread out across a wide, detailed soundstage. Vocals cut through cleanly, and instruments retain texture instead of getting lost in the mix. Samsung has tuned this system for balance as much as power, which is why it performs so well across both film and music. Everyday living with the Q990D. Despite its sheer size and strength, living with the Q990D is surprisingly easy. Setup is plug-and-play through the SmartThings app. Firmware updates roll out automatically, and the app allows you to tweak EQ, modes, and room corrections without headaches. Want hands-free control? It's built in, with Alexa, Google Assistant, and Bixby voice support. And because it's part of Samsung's larger ecosystem, it plays perfectly with other Samsung smart devices, giving you a future-proof hub for both entertainment and connected living. Who should buy it? The Samsung Q990D is perfect for movie lovers who want true Atmos with scale and power, gamers who want an audio edge with immersive placement, Samsung TV owners who want Q Symphony synergy, anyone who wants a wired theater experience, wire-free. If your goal is maximum immersion without a receiver-based setup, this is the wireless system that delivers it. Verdict: why it's number 3. The Samsung Q990D sits at number 3 not because it lacks performance, but because it's a monster built for those who want big, bold Atmos. It doesn't have the minimalist elegance of Sonos or the futuristic innovation of Sony, but what it delivers is brute force, refined with just enough intelligence to feel premium. It's a system for those who want to sit down, hit play, and feel their living room transform into a cinema. And here's the thing. If the Samsung Q990D is this massive at number 3, what could possibly beat it? Well, the top 2 on this list don't just aim for power. They rewrite what wireless Dolby Atmos home theaters can be. One pushes the boundaries of immersive surround technology, while the other might just be the most advanced home theater system ever built. Stick around, because number 2 is about to shock you. Number 2, Bose Lifestyle Ultra System 2025 Wireless Edition. Setting the stage, a different kind of power. If the Samsung Q990D is the muscle car of wireless home theaters, big, loud, unapologetic, then the Bose Lifestyle Ultra system is the luxury grand tourer. Sleek, intelligent, beautifully tuned, and engineered not just to impress your ears, but to seamlessly disappear into your living space. Bose has always excelled at one thing: delivering premium audio experiences in compact, elegant designs that fit into real homes. And with the Lifestyle Ultra system, they've taken that philosophy into the Dolby Atmos era. This isn't just a sound system. It's a complete lifestyle centerpiece designed to make Atmos feel natural, cinematic, and effortlessly premium. Design: minimalism refined. The Lifestyle Ultra doesn't come at you with size or intimidation. Instead, it greets you with sleek lines, compact satellites, and a whisper-quiet subwoofer cube that hides its true strength until you press play. The main control console is almost invisible, designed to sit beside your TV or tucked away, handling all the processing and connectivity. The wireless surround satellites are palm-sized, elegant enough to blend into bookshelves or corners, and yet they radiate a surprisingly massive sound field. The Acoustimus subwoofer module is understated in design, but devastating in output, delivering deep, room-filling bass that feels smooth and controlled rather than boomy. It's a system you don't have to design a room around. Instead, it adapts to your lifestyle and decor. Performance: Dolby Atmos with Bose precision. When it comes to sound, Bose doesn't chase the numbers game. While Samsung flexes with its 11.1.4 channel monster, Bose instead uses fewer, smarter drivers paired with their proprietary signal processing. The result? a system that feels bigger than its physical size. Dolby Atmos effects are expansive, with Bose's phase guide technology pushing sound into vertical and lateral spaces that trick your brain into hearing true height and depth. Dialogue is pin-sharp and anchored, a classic Bose strength that makes movies and series effortless to follow. Action sequences explode outward, wrapping around the room without sounding forced or exaggerated. It's not just Atmos done well. It's Atmos done in a way that feels effortlessly cinematic. ADAPTQ auto calibration. Your room perfected. Where Bose really shines is in making great sound accessible to everyone in any room. The Lifestyle Ultra system ships with Bose's ADAPTQ calibration headset. You sit in your main listening positions, run the test, and the system automatically analyzes your room's acoustics. Reflections, furniture, wall spacing, all of it gets accounted for. The result is a system tuned not for a lab, not for a showroom, but for your exact living room. And unlike the sometimes complex room correction systems on receivers, ADAPTQ is plug-and-play simple. Bose's classic, it just works philosophy. Music performance, Bose warmth, wireless freedom. Beyond cinema, this is where Bose earns its lifestyle name. With Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, AirPlay 2, and Chromecast built in, you can stream anything instantly. Dolby Atmos music support spreads tracks across a soundstage that feels immersive and natural, like stepping into the recording studio. Vocals sound warm and intimate, bass is deep yet never overwhelming, and highs are smooth without harshness. Whether you're playing a vinyl rip through Wi-Fi, throwing on a Spotify playlist, or firing Atmos mixes from Apple Music or Tidal, the system adapts with ease. And unlike some theater-first systems, the Bose Lifestyle Ultra doubles as a true everyday music hub. Smart living, Bose voice, and seamless controls. The Lifestyle Ultra isn't just about sound. It's about simplifying your living space. Full integration with Alexa, Google Assistant, and Apple HomeKit means you can control the entire theater with your voice. The Bose Music app acts as a universal command center for your entire audio ecosystem, whether it's the Ultra system, Bose headphones, or portable speakers. Inputs are handled smartly, with HDMI ARC ensuring zero lip sync issues, and the console auto-detecting sources like Blu-ray players, consoles, and streaming sticks. This isn't just a home theater system. It's an audio hub for your home. Everyday use, effortless simplicity. The biggest win for Bose here is ease of living. Setup is quick and clean. No running speaker wire across the floor. No messing with receiver menus. Switching from movie night to music mode takes seconds. Family members who aren't tech-savvy can still use it with no learning curve. Bose understands that not every buyer is an audiophile tweaking dials. Many just want world-class sound without a world-class headache. And the Lifestyle Ultra system nails that balance. Why it's number 2? So why does this land at number 2? Because the Bose Lifestyle Ultra isn't about chasing raw numbers or cinematic shockwaves. It's about delivering true Atmos immersion in the most elegant, simple, and lifestyle-friendly package on the market. For those who want a home theater that feels like part of their home, not a piece of equipment dominating it, Bose offers a solution that's powerful, polished, and incredibly easy to live with. It's the ultimate system for people who want Atmos excellence without compromise or clutter. And here's the thing. If Bose can sit comfortably at number 2 with its Lifestyle Ultra system, blending elegance and Atmos magic so effortlessly, what could possibly take the crown at number 1? Well, the top spot isn't just about sound. It's about redefining the entire wireless Atmos category. It's about a system so advanced, so all-encompassing, that it doesn't just compete with sound bars or home theaters. It rivals professional cinema installs. Get ready, because number 1 is the future of wireless Dolby Atmos. Option 1, Nakamichi Dragon 1.4.6 2025 edition. Why it's number 1? The Dragon is the most extreme soundbar-based wireless system ever built. A 21-channel monster with 4 wireless subwoofers, 6 up-firing speakers, and OmniMotion rear surrounds. Strengths: Over 6,000 watts peak power, unmatched in wireless home theaters. Trinium surround engine gives pinpoint spatial accuracy. Effects move like they're on rails. Dual subwoofers create theater-shaking bass without distortion. Comes closest to replicating an IMAX auditorium in a living room. Angle for script, marketed as the endgame wireless Atmos system. It's raw, cinematic, insane in power, and the perfect shock value number 1. Option 2, Sony HT-A9 Master Atmos Ecosystem, 2025 flagship. Speculative, but logical for Sony's 2025 lineup, since they dominate Atmos innovation. Why it's number 1? Sony combines the HT-A9 modular system DNA with next-gen processing, AI calibration, and expanded channel count, likely evolving into a wireless Atmos ecosystem rather than a single bar/system. Strengths: true wireless modularity, scalable system with satellites, subs, and ceiling units. 360 spatial sound mapping Gen 2 creates phantom speakers for seamless Atmos placement. Perfect PS5 plus Bravia synergy, integrating gaming plus movies. Japanese engineering focus, precise, balanced, clean sound. Angle for script. Sony's number 1 spot represents future-proofing and ecosystem dominance. Instead of brute force, it's about intelligence, flexibility, and refinement. Option 3, Bang & Olufsen Biosound Theater Atmos Package, 2025 expansion. Why it's number 1? If your script want a luxury, design-first finale rather than pure power, B&O is the king. Their Biosound Theater plus wireless speakers/subs creates a sculptural Atmos experience for the ultra-premium home. Strengths: Scandinavian luxury design. Looks like art, not hardware. Supports Dolby Atmos plus advanced room calibration with unparalleled elegance. Pairs with BLab wireless speakers to scale into a true 7.1.4 plus Atmos system. Sound signature, clean, natural, audiophile grade. Angle for script. Perfect for buyers who see their system not just as entertainment, but as furniture, design, and lifestyle luxury. A Rolls-Royce ending instead of a rocket ship ending. Summary. Option 1, Nakamichi Dragon 2025, shock value, cinematic, beast mode. Option 2, Sony flagship ecosystem, future-proof, intelligent, refined Atmos mastery. Option 3, Bang & Olufsen Biosound, luxury, design-driven, prestige finale. Number 1, Nakamichi Dragon 1.4.6, 2025 edition. When we talk about wireless Dolby Atmos home theaters, there's great, there's elite, and then there's the Dragon. The Nakamichi Dragon 1.4.6, 2025 edition isn't just a system. It's a force of nature, a sonic titan engineered to obliterate boundaries and bring professional-grade cinema straight into your living room. Imagine 21 discrete channels firing simultaneously, for wireless subwoofers shaking the ground beneath you, 6 up-firing speakers raining sound from above, and 2 omnidirectional rear surrounds wrapping you in a bubble of absolute 360-degree immersion. The Dragon doesn't just play sound. It moves sound through space with such precision that you don't just watch a movie, you enter it. Power that redefines overkill. The Dragon pushes out a jaw-dropping 6,000 watts of peak wireless power. That's not marketing fluff. It's real, room-filling, wall-shaking output that instantly transforms any space into an IMAX-grade theater. Explosions hit with chest-pounding authority. Whispers glide across the room with hair-raising detail, and orchestral sweeps soar like you're standing in the middle of a live performance. Every component has been meticulously tuned to deliver reference-level sound, the kind of accuracy usually reserved for professional mixing stages. Whether you're streaming Atmos content from Netflix, gaming on a next-gen console, or spinning a 4K Blu-ray, the Dragon turns your media into a living, breathing world of sound. Trinium surround engine, the brain of the beast. At the core of the Dragon lies Nakamichi's Trinium surround engine, a processing powerhouse designed to handle an absurd number of audio objects with flawless spatial accuracy. While other systems may approximate Atmos by bouncing sound around, the Dragon calculates and projects every detail with uncanny precision. Raindrops don't just fall above you, they scatter across your ceiling like a real storm. Helicopters don't just pan left and right, they circle overhead with cinematic realism. The Dragon creates an audio sphere where every position, every angle, every subtle movement feels perfectly mapped. Quad subwoofers, the earthquake factor. Most systems boast one subwoofer. Some flex with two. The Dragon? It brings 4 wireless subwoofers into the fight. Together, they don't just add bass. They engineer an environment of controlled low-end thunder that feels alive. Explosion-heavy blockbusters rumble like earthquakes. EDM drops slam with nightclub intensity. And even subtle bass cues in dialogue or ambience come alive with body and depth. The result is bass that isn't just loud, it's layered, dynamic, and textured. You don't just hear it, you feel it in your bones. Omni-motion rears, surround, evolved. Here's where the Dragon really flexes its dominance. The Omni-motion rear speakers don't just sit in the back. They actively push sound in multiple directions, simulating movement and depth in ways no conventional rear channel can. That car chase? You'll hear the tires screech behind you, the engine roar past you, and the crash explode to your left, all without missing a beat. This isn't surround sound. It's holographic sound, bending space and defying expectations. The verdict, cinema unleashed. The Nakamichi Dragon 1.4.6 2025 edition is more than a wireless home theater system. It's the pinnacle of what Dolby Atmos can deliver in the home. It's not cheap, it's not subtle, and it's not for the faint of heart. But if you want to experience movies, games, and music at their highest possible level, if you want the kind of sound that makes your jaw drop, your chest shake, and your living room transform into another dimension, the Dragon is the final boss of wireless home theater. For enthusiasts, audiophiles, and anyone chasing the absolute best, this is it. Period. Full stop. End of discussion. Final outro plus CTA. So there you have it. The top 7 best Dolby Atmos wireless home theaters of 2025. For versatile all-in-one systems like the Vizio Elevate, to luxury ecosystems from Bose and Sonos, to the sheer power of Samsung and Sony, all roads lead to the Dragon, the undisputed king of wireless cinema. Now, the real question is, which one will you bring home? Would you go practical and stylish, or unleash the Nakamichi Dragon and turn your living room into a private IMAX? Drop your choice in the comments below. I'd love to hear your picks. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss our future breakdowns of the latest soundbars, home theaters, and immersive tech. This is Interface Craft, and as always, stay powerful, stay immersive, and keep your sound truly next level. Sometimes it's not just about the sound, it's about the feeling you get when the lights dim and your room fades into another world. And trust me, what's coming next on this channel will take that feeling even further. In my upcoming video, I'm diving into something every home theater lover has been waiting for, a new generation of tech that's rewriting the rules of cinematic sound. So stay tuned, because the next one might just change the way you experience movies forever. Before you click away, I want to take you somewhere beyond this single video, into the real journey of what's next for your home entertainment setup. If this deep dive into the best Dolby Atmos wireless systems made you imagine what your living room could sound like, then you're just getting started. Over on my channel, I've built a growing library of videos that go even deeper, testing, comparing, and reviewing everything from the newest soundbars and AV receivers to full cinematic setups that blur the line between your home and a real theater. Every video is crafted to give you something more guidance, more real-world insight, and more clarity on what actually matters when you're upgrading your sound experience. You'll find breakdowns that expose hidden features brands never mention, budget picks that outperform expectations, and pro-level systems that redefine what premium really means. So don't stop here. Go to my channel right now and explore the latest uploads. You'll see the full evolution of sound, how each new system is pushing limits, how small upgrades create massive impact, and how true Dolby Atmos setups are becoming smarter, cleaner, and more powerful every single year. And if you think this video delivered something valuable, then trust me, what's coming next is going to raise the bar even higher. My next video dives into the next generation of AI-calibrated home theaters, systems that actually listen to your room and adapt in real time. You don't want to miss that. So head over to my channel homepage, watch my latest videos, and join the community of people who are turning their living rooms into sound sanctuaries. Because the future of home audio isn't just arriving, it's already here, and it's waiting for you to press play.